Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Condone Yourself podcast. I'm Kelly, and I'm so excited to give you a little sneak peek into what you can expect coming up. This is a podcast that's going to cover all of the new Drag Race episodes and a lot more. So, a little background, we've been doing this, me and my two best friends. We have been debriefing these Drag Race episodes for many, many years, and often over mimosas on Saturday mornings after the show airs. And it can often go for 2 to 3 hours. So I am really excited to finally share the hilarity and how amazing these two are, and all of our funny takes and side notes and personal lives and everything else with all of you. And I can't wait. So this is going to be a little sneak peek of some of the drafts, the rough drafts that we've done so far to prepare for this. But then you can expect new content after the latest episode, new season of Drag Race airs on January 7th. Thanks, everybody. We're live in five, four, three. Well, Condone Yourself, made famous, of course, by Kennedy. See you later,
Davenport.
Davenport. Um, from season, what season was that?
Season 7. Season 7's Kennedy Davenport, who's a sweetheart in person.
Okay. And if you don't know, go look it up. And it will make much more sense. Our joke will make much more sense to you.
The joke that is the title of our show. Yeah, our shows will be recorded weekly following Drag Race, and we will drop them accordingly after they are recorded.
There you go. Yeah, starting with next week's debut, because the first episode is next Friday. What is that? January
7th. Yes. So
can't believe it's coming up already.
So fast that happened. I'm so excited.
Season 14?
Yes.
We're old.
Super. And I can't believe we waited this long to do this.
Right. Because what I started watching with you guys
season 7. Because you missed Bianca Del Rio. You came in with Violet Chachki, yes?
Okay. So that's 7 seasons.
Yes.
That we've been doing this. And I am not a historian because I have not seen all of the earlier seasons.
But we will get to those earlier seasons during the off season of Drag Race and or All Stars.
That's right. And there'll be lots of name dropping of those old seasons, I think, throughout season 14, because there's always callbacks. And
so many.
The younger folks who are just watching Drag Race now need to learn the history, the herstory, if you will.
And you can learn it with us during the off season.
That's right. Watch along with us. It's way more fun than watching by yourself.
It is. We're amazing. You're welcome. All up front.
Which is why I got into this, because I hadn't watched it and I was always like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. I'd always liked drag, but then I started watching it with you all on Monday nights. And was really drawn to it because we got to like laugh and debrief about it, and go all in about what queens we liked, what queens we didn't, make fun of people, judge people, all of the good stuff.
It was on Monday nights,
right? Because that was when it was still on Logo.
Yes, it was on Logo.
We've come a long way.
And I have on a purple shirt to match our purple logo because we're royal. We're regal, and that's important for people to know.
You've won this mini challenge.
Sashay, you say. Or Shantae, you say.
You even watched the show.
I'm not saying it.
Listen, kids, we know all about Drag Race. Shantae, you staying.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a fun show. It will always be fun because there are so many different opinions between the three of us, and if for no other reason than to watch Joe and I yell at each other, it's worth it.
Yeah, if you want to see a crazy debate about the weather between Houston and Michigan, you come to the right place.
I forgot I was cooking. I'm making ravioli, and I'm like, what's that smell? It's my ravioli. So my pasta has probably fallen apart, but I hope not.
That's the dedication we'll bring to you every week here.
Right. I will burn my food for this show. I will make my pasta fall apart by overcooking for this
Mashed
show.
potato ravioli.
Tune in. Tune in. There will be mishaps. There will be Joe saying words incorrectly. There will be things that Chad is doing in the background while we are recording, even though he knows we're recording.
Because he forgot, even though you told him.
Even though we do it the same time every week. Also, we are here for all the sponsors that would like to take us on. We will talk about your stuff on our show if you pay us. We're here for it.
We will do whatever you want with no exceptions.
That's right. Are you into socks? I have lots of them. Is that your thing? I'll send you socks. Send me money.
Copper Tone Water Babies SPF 50. I'm looking at you. I need to stock up for next
year. Surgical gloves. I need those.
For COVID prevention, of course.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I can't wait till Joe thinks we're important enough to record with us.
Oh, yeah. There might be a third member of our podcast.
Maybe.
Drifting in and out.
Whenever it's convenient for his schedule.
Whenever he can remove himself from his new fabulous relationship. He used to be the most exclusive throuple, and now no longer. And here's a little sneak peek of us just discussing the game within a game from last season of All Stars. And keep in mind, this is just us Zoom style debriefing about the show, but this will give you a good idea of what to expect this season. Do they do like a reunion episode for All Stars? I can't remember.
No, not yet. They do the reunion after it's over.
So it's not like the regular season where they do it before the finale or whatever.
Yeah, but it's not the finale yet. We still don't know what the game within a game is.
Oh, right. That's right. Which I hope is not ridiculous.
All I know is
probably going to be.
No, we're going to be pissed.
They better only bring back one person.
It'll be Jan.
No.
And then
Is America seeing my face?
It's gonna be
giving
Eureka.
you Monique Hart right now. It better be Eureka. It better be Eureka. But quite honest, she's been mediocre all season.
Yeah, I honestly don't want to see anyone come back.
No,
as much as I loved Eureka, she didn't push through. I don't necessarily agree that Ginger should have won one of her challenges.
Agreed.
But I do also think that Ginger should have won the challenge that Kylie won.
Which one?
The acting one.
Oh, really? I think Ginger was.
Oh, the one where they had to push her really hard to
they had to work with Kylie as much as the directors had to work with Jennifer Hudson and Dreamgirls. That's how much they had to work with Kylie. I mean, let's be honest. And she won an award, so I guess it works. But Ginger was so good, and Ginger was playing against type. And she was so good. That should have been.
Oh, yeah, because she was kind of the ditzy blonde, right?
The model.
Yeah.
Or a celebrity, model celebrity, yeah. So, and that was a throwaway role.
Who went home with that? Who went home that episode?
It was Akira.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Quite, Joe. I'm with you there. There's almost no one that I can think of that I would like to see come back.
Especially at this point, I would have been excited for Silky to come back. I know not everyone likes Silky, but I
like Silky.
Yeah.
I don't like her this season. I liked her better.
Yeah. But I would have wanted Silky come back. Hell, I would have been okay if Scarlett came back. But now it's already all the way through this season, and I'm like, these bitches did everything. You already got people who won twice. You got 3 people who won twice.
Yeah, and no, everybody there's won twice. No, not Kylie.
Not Kylie.
Yeah, but at this point, I just don't see, like, one, we're already 10 episodes in, right? This is by far the longest season of All Stars.
It's been going for years.
Yeah. Secondly, right, like,
Well, we have the most
at this
queens too.
yeah, at this point, I don't care about all the people who are gone anymore. Like I'm not interested.
I don't even remember most of them.
Yeah.
I remember all of them.
Of course. You're our archival expert.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm kind of disappointed the game within a game. I really thought it was going to be something like Top Chef, where you got to see a little bit more from the eliminated queens. And
we don't know yet, right?
Yeah, maybe that's what the whole next episode is.
Like, I thought your idea was
but now I don't care. They lost
okay.
into caring.
Right.
Yeah,
because
that
no
too.
No matter what they do, I don't care.
Yeah, they waited way too long to reveal this. Yeah. And what I don't like is when TV shows don't trust the audience. And that's how I feel. Right? Like, I hate when people wait and they tease you with something that's coming and then they drag that thing out the entire season.
And then you're just like, whatever.
And then you just stop caring. And like that makes me crazy.
I think, right before Snatch Game, or even maybe the halfway point, you start to like introduce the twists, right? Instead of waiting.
Yeah. I mean, it should have been kind of like something like a revolving door, where like the last eliminated queen does like another lip sync battle with the previous just now eliminated queen, right? They do a lip sync battle, and if the queen who was just eliminated loses, then the other queen can kind of like fight for a spot back or so forth. It should have been kind of like a revolving door, and then they do a double elimination.
So like if you keep winning that lower level lip sync, you keep having a chance to get back in.
Yeah.
Like a loser's bracket, basically.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I like a loser's bracket, but then
a constellation bracket.
Yeah. Well, but then stop after like the first 4. And then have them like re-enter the competition to where we still care about them.
Right. Like we're still invested in what even their name is.
Yeah. And it's also super, and again, this all depends, because you also had this other really fantastic idea, Joe, where you said about it possibly them doing the exact same challenges behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Right. So if that's happening, then I would be more on board with someone coming back. But if this is just like a lip sync sort of thing, I think it's super unfair to the girls who worked hard and busted their ass this entire way.
And if they had been competing, then we should have been seeing little like secret snapshots into that throughout. Yeah. So we're like, oh man, we know what's going on, and like with a battle that's going on behind the scenes, but the queens that remain don't. That would be really intriguing.
Yeah,
it should have been a freaking Untucked episode. The Untucked episode is the game within a game. If you're not watching Untucked, you're only getting half the story. Boom, shaka.
You're only getting half the game.
Right. Yeah, because like
they need to hire us.
Right, because like you said, Joe, at this point I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not interested. I really just want the season to be over.
Yeah.
And the queens that are remaining have earned it, I feel like.
Yes, absolutely.
So at this point, you're just going to piss me off.
Right.
You had a chance to like, I'm curious about what's going on, like you were saying. And now I'm like, if you like bump one of these people that have more than earned it off with some random ass thing, like then I'm just going to be mad.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. If this turns into another fucking Shangela moment, I'm done.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, was that where they voted her off?
Yes.
Like the queens that she had kicked off. Basically,
yeah.
We're like, this is our chance.
Yeah, Yeah, Drag Race went that wheel bullshit.
You love the wheel.
Shangela Gate, and like you get one more strike with me.
We say this every time. I feel like we've been watching.
Like this, it's All Stars. It should definitely be more complicated, and I'm fine with like twist, but the twist have to be perfectly timed because all of these people, we like all these people. Like at the gate, we're like, oh, this person's gonna do great. This person's gonna do great. I'm excited about this person. I'm not so excited about this person. But now we've already seen pretty much a whole season of this, and I know they ain't gonna restart this shit again with the people who are eliminated and do like one by one episode on these bitches. So like, what's the tea?
Right.
I don't care no more.
No.
Yeah.
Raja, come on, win this shit.
This reveal, this was way too long ago.
Yeah,
and if Jan does come back, I'm out too. Because I don't want Jan. I'd rather bring Serena Cha-Cha because I know she ain't winning shit. Bring her back. If you're gonna bring Jan, you might as well bring her in. I would swap Serena Cha-Cha and Jiggly to come back in before Jan comes in. Give me the bottom two to swap out from Jan.
I am not Team Jan either. If there is anyone who I care to see more of, it actually is Jiggly Caliente.
I do like Jiggly,
but
I just love her personality.
I do too. I just wish she had a little bit more up for herself, and just did things, But I do like Jiggly, and I give Jan a hard time because I just don't feel like she was ready. And I hate it when queens come on and aren't ready and don't understand what the judges are telling them. It's because they're just not mentally prepared to accept what the judges are saying.
Well,
they're automatically defensive.
It's never a good sign when you come back and are more annoying and worse than you were in your season. Like you would expect it to go like Raja and Trinity, right? We're like, we like them better now. Like they've learned, they've adapted, they've evolved. Whereas Jana's just like does not know who she is, period. As like a human being, as a drag queen, any of it. And so she can't take the criticism. She just like can't like learn, and for even basic stuff, right? Like they can tell you do XYZ and she wouldn't do it because she's just like, I know better.
And her drag is the same.
Yeah,
her drag has not evolved. Like even Raja's on season 11, and Raja evolved into the Purple Queen. Like she has purple and everything now, and that's
and her personality.
And her personality.
Like OG was saying last week, I think it's like how much like we like Raja so much more this season, and like rooting for her.
Yeah, she's very rootable. I don't know that that's a word, but I'm here for it.
Well, and that's also the reason why I was a little upset that Monet and Monique came back so quickly after season 10 for All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
But then Monique started turning it out. But then I felt like Monet, at least at the beginning, was kind of like the same old person.
Right. There should be a restriction. Like it has to be at least 4 years or something.
Yeah.
And see, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cal.
I was going to say it's also not fun for the fans. I don't think either. It's like I just watched you in regular one. Like I want to see a new set of people.
Exactly.
Also, I think doing it every year. I mean, I get it. Money, capitalizing on what's real. I liked it better when they did the first All Stars because they waited 4 seasons, then they did it. And then they waited 2 seasons before they did the second All Stars. Go back to waiting 2 or 3 years between All Stars.
Could be Madonna. Didn't she have an Express Yourself song?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot about white people.
Well,
awkward.
That's my cue.